Hi everyone, myself Raghu from Tally Solutions. We welcome you to the webinar session on brief intro to virtual environment and TVU. Today's agenda is we'll understand briefly about what is virtual environment and what is the new concept Tally is bringing called Tally Virtual User, and what is the impact of TVU impact as well as policy and commercial. What are the licensing policy we are making the changes, and transition is nothing but from the existing licensing concept to new licensing concept, and customer engagement, how we have to engage with customer to enable them on new licensing policy, and TVU partner, who is TVU partner, how we have talking to customers with regard to the new licensing policy. All those we are going to discuss. Sales process, as a Tally partner, how you supposed to take the request forward. Portal changes, what are the portal changes happened with regard to the new licensing policy. And the last one is what is our responsibility. It could be Tally, it could be a Tally partner. So how can we make this program success? To start, so virtual environment is a network application that allows both computing environment and work of other users. If you know, emailing, chat, web-based file folder, and application which is sharing are all examples of virtual environment. In simple words, it's a network common operating space. So it has an hardware devices which is not physically can be seen. However, it has a storage device, computer networking, RAM, everything. So there are various methods of accessing in virtual. To start with RDP, which very familiar in the market, there are different ways of accessing a machine remotely. The physical machine is somewhere else and you want to access it remotely. Basically, you are accessing entire desktop. But with regard to Windows RDP, you need CAL license, nothing but client access license, to access the host computer, nothing but the server computer from a remote location. And the next one is client server architecture. In this scenario, server is hosted and enabled with few users, and user has various permissions like specified application or entire desktop. These are tools which allows to virtualize the app. In short, we can say we install various applications in server and will create users who can access them, but will have restricted to users app. These called application virtualization. And the third one is cloud infrastructure. This means a machine as well as application as well as license is hosted on cloud and access them remotely. This could be public or private cloud which has high powerful resources like RAM, CPU, networking. The main advantage from cloud infrastructure is there is no maintenance. You need not to worry about maintenance with regard to, it could be a backup or it could be a managing downtime. You will pay based on usage, number of hours based on usage you will pay. It's simple like an electricity bill. How much you consume every month, you are going to pay. So this is with regard to cloud infra. And another way is VPN, virtual private network. It's an extension of single LAN over internet. It's an encrypted connection over the internet from a device to a network. This encryption ensures that sensitive data is safely transmitted from one location to different. Usually, this government, corporates prefer this method of virtualization. So why we are talking about all these? Because in the current technology, Tally is designed, for many years, Tally is designed from on-premises. However, due to technology has grown in the market, we have seen where IT person or a customers have configured in such a way that Tally also they are using it on cloud or in a virtual environment using any of these platforms. We have just taken 4 examples. There could be more than this as well. So for understanding purpose, what is virtual environment, we have brief. And also now we are going to show you few examples how this is going to work. To brief intro, there are 2 types of virtualization. One is desktop virtualization, another one is application virtualization. Here desktop virtualization in the sense where multiple people can access with the specific user rights. Okay, those things we are going to discuss now. So a complete access to the system where zero maintenance and storage, RAM, etc. is available. Application virtualization, specific app, it could be a Tally, it could be an Excel you are going to give based on the requirement of users you are going to give access. Now we will show you a small video to understand this better. I'll show you with regard to VPN. This is the free VPN available. It may not secured one. So however, you can download an app, you can install it on the server PC, and you need to configure this public IP. Why configuring public IP is nothing but the public IP can be routed through ISP. So using your internet service provider, you can route it. And then you'll specify server PC details. And if you ping to the client, similarly, you can even ping from client to server. The license, whatever is installed on the server computer. This is the multi-user license Tally is installed. If the submit mask and LAN is on the same phone, then you can see on the client computers also through VPN license can be fetched. So this is the free VPN. If you ask me about security and all, Tally is not going to promise. However, based on the requirement, this is also possible. So I'm just demonstrating how user can access remotely to the Tally. This is one example. And another one is, we'll go ahead with client server architecture, which we discussed. Let me show you with regard to TS Plus, which is a bit familiar in the market. So it's a 5 minutes of video. You will understand how Tally can be used on TS Plus. There are few procedures which you need to follow. To start with, this is you need to identify the public IP first on the server computer. To identify that, ping.eu. If you go to this, then it will show you public IP address. Then you have to install Tally and activate in this system. This is the server computer where you install Tally, and the serial number end with 3335, and adding Tally to TS Plus in TS Plus admin tool. Once you installed TS Plus application with the help of your IT person, so there is a application option. When you go here, you can add the application. This is nothing but you are adding Tally exe. This is called application virtualization and assigning user. Right? It's nothing but you are going to create a user now who can access from remotely. These are the two applications which has been virtualized. Assign application, you are going to add a user. So it could be Tally, and you will save this. After that, Tally Connect, simplified access via TS Plus portable client generator. So for this, no TAL license is required. So here you are going to specify the public IP of the server and username password of the user, and you are creating. So client account is created, and it says such it is copied on the desktop for whichever the IP address you specify. Now on the client computer, here also you need to identify public IP. So as I said earlier, the public IPs can be routed through ISP. So that is what they configure. This is the IP of the public. So through web, if you go to this, you will get a username and the password will be provided by the TS Plus. And here is the Tally application. When you click on that, then you will be able to access same license and the data whichever there on the server. So this is a simple way of configuring application virtualization using TS Plus. Similarly, there are many other applications also, WinFlector, correct? So whichever is suitable for customers' requirement, that we can suggest. Okay, this is one of the way of accessing Tally application also in a virtualized environment, which is called application virtualization. See here, Tally is normally customer will buy Tally and they'll start using. If you say virtualization, whatever hardware, software and security application is required, then the customer has to, based on their requirement, they have to buy. Now, in which scenario you will decide this is required for the customer based on the customer requirement. For example, if customer says I want to access Tally locally, or they'll say I have a multiple branch, I want to access centrally. One company I want to access from different location. Or hybrid. Hybrid is nothing but local also as well as remotely also accessing same company. Right? Our data operating on a single company or a location wise companies. So, and data volume, the data volume is huge, and number of locations, wherever there is a scenario of number of location, either you can suggest synchronization, or the next one is these kind of virtual applications based on number of users. Correct? If the requirement is more based on this, you people can decide. And speed of internet, so it will allow you to access even from 512 kb also, but based on the customer requirement. If the data is huge, if masters are huge, users are more, then we cannot suggest minimum. So it should be accordingly. Customization, if somebody wants to access customization files from centrally or hybrid, that is also plausible. Flexibility of allowing, disallowing, printing in a local computer, or copy paste to cloud, or from vice versa. Security and privacy, based on all customers' requirement, you can suggest. The last point which I highlighted is what is best for customer. As customer is investing on applications, it could be Tally, it could be any virtual application. Based on their need, we need to suggest them with security, correct? So customer is ready to shell out. So this is our responsibility. We need to suggest them the best one. Why? Because as they may not be technically sound, however, they want the scenario to be addressed. For example, I want to access company from Abu Dhabi. My office is in Dubai. That is their requirement. For that, we need to suggest what is required. You need to take this application as well as security. So these are all the suggestion we have to provide them. So based on the need, definitely customer will choose requirement. Currently, so reality is through RDP, Citrix, or TS Plus, or whatever RDP related applications are accessing Tally and data remotely. So for that, in the market, they are calling it as a Tally on cloud, Tally online, Tally anywhere, Tally remote desktop. Correct? These are all the terminology used in the market, I can say. So what is the current and proposed methodology? Currently, everyone are accessing, which is on an open virtualized access. Anyone can access as on today. Today also anyone can access in this manner. So going forward, what is going to happen? From this slide, you will understand clearly about our new licensing policy. Going forward, Tally on virtualized access will be denied. Denied in the sense, we are going to authorize that. Who is the authorized person to access Tally application remotely? Simple. Okay. So we are going to authorize the user. Currently, what is happening? No one knows how many are accessing a customer license. If it is a multi-user, I told you 999. Maybe customer required 10. Somebody would have configured 15. Those 5 users are the same organization or different organization. We don't know. Why authorization is important? In order to protect the interest of our customers and partners, to prevent the misuse or abuse of Tally ERP9 license policy, we are proposing a Tally ERP9 license available in virtualized environment with an appropriate commercial framework through Tally Virtual User. So to authorize and support those virtual access, we are coming up with, it's a change in the licensing policy. If somebody has a Tally Virtual User Pack, then only they will be able to access Tally remotely. But this is not applicable for local area network. I'm having a one office in one location, one server, and 25 or 30 or 40 client computer are connected to wired or Wi-Fi, whatever. It's a single LAN, the same premises, then it will continue. We are not disturbing that. But if somebody is accessing outside the LAN, that could be remotely they are accessing, our license as well as data is hosted in the cloud servers. If they are accessing from local computer to host, wherever there is, then we will identify that this is not a local request, it's a outside LAN. Wherever there is an outside LAN, customer need to access through Tally Virtual User Pack. In the sense, Tally has not authorized or authenticated such environment in our current licensing policy to avoid that misuse of license. We are protecting our customers. We are also helping them. It is not just we are making changes in the license. We are helping them. You will understand from future slides how we are helping, and as a tally partner what role you are going to play. Everything will be discussed in detail. Why TVU? As I already informed, we have focused on software product to help the businesses. We have built more efficiently so that customer can focus on their growth. They need not to bother about what is licensing, what is upgrade, what is networking. They should not bother about all this. They have to concentrate on their business. Okay, this is what our motto was, and hence we provided on-premises product and simple way of managing the licensing and renewal. That is also an optional due to technology which is grown in the market. So in recent past, need for virtualized usage of Tally has increased due to COVID-19, has further amplified the need dramatically. Right, so people wants to work from home, and in the office the data as well as licenses available. So how to connect those requests have increased. Okay, we expect the virtual usage will adopted by many more customers in near future. So to protect their interest, we are coming up with a new licensing policy. Definition: a Tally virtual user is an instance of Tally initiated the request for license in a virtual environment. What is instance? I'll tell you. For instance, a customer might use Windows user. He is a Windows user 1. He connect through remotely. Customers opens Tally instance, one window. This will reach gateway for our license. This instance will be added as one TVU is consumed. Do you know we have a Tally gateway server? Okay, once you activate license, that will get added in the services. When you open one window in Tally, from RDP, if they opening multiple times, multiple TVU will be consumed. Right? Assume that I purchased 5 TVU. From one location I'm opening 3 window of Tally, then 3 TVU will be consumed. This is what it means. So that it's a number of Tally instance and not remote ID login. I have one employee in Abu Dhabi. He is opening Tally, then 1 TVU is consumed. If he is opening another window of Tally, then 2 TVU will be consumed. This is what we are calling it as it's an instance based, not on remote ID login. Exception, there are exceptions like AnyDesk TeamViewer, which is console application, nothing but it will take control of complete desktop. So this tool don't virtualize the host computer. It simply provide window to access them as long as computer or server machine is running on and authorized to be accessed. More than one user can't access the same computer in a multiple windows. Correct? This will be used for troubleshooting purpose. Correct? You might have taken customer system remotely and you would have done some configuration. Correct? Hence, AnyDesk and TeamViewer kind of application will be eliminated or excluded from TVU call. Okay, then you can continue using the same. So we are not bringing under TVU. What is the expected from Tally virtual usage to various stakeholder customer? The customer get more comfort in form of defined guidelines from TSP. Till today, there was no such guidelines that Tally is authorized or Tally is allowed to use. So there was no such. Now we are making this as a part of our licensing. It can be used other than LAN as well. Customer can choose the best method of virtual usage of Tally. We discussed in the initial stage. Could be cloud, server client architecture, RDP, RVPN, or any way of they can operate, whichever is required for them. Customer can work in a multi locations, okay, having one server or multiple licenses. That's not required. Now onwards they can go ahead with only one multi-user, and other branch can be connected using RDP or any virtual application. Tally Silver also can be accessed with one RDP user, okay, not more than one. If it is more than one, obviously customer don't go for multi-user license, hence it is restricted to one. With regard to troubleshooting, support related, so Tally as well as Tally Care and Tally partner, as a Tally partner, we supposed to help them. So this is the advantage for customer. What is benefit for partner? Partner gets clear guidelines. Even you will get a clear guidelines. So we are going to share the document post completion of this session about including this PPT. We are going to share it with you. and also sales process document, FAQ document, and TVU concept document. Everything we are going to share it with you so that we will be very clear about the subject. Partner gets a better business opportunity from existing customer. How existing customer will be benefited, that we will be discussing. A partner can now confidently pitch the most suitable virtual usage of Tally to the customer. So till Tally come up with Tally on cloud, correct? That is also in our roadmap. Till we come up with, customers can use third-party application and they can use remotely. For that, now partner can confidently talk with customers. If somebody asks, will Tally support cloud? So now Tally has not come up with cloud. However, will Tally support means yes, with the third party application, yes, it is possible. So that is what confidently we can talk. Now we can go to large and government segment talking about this so that they may agree for Tally implementation and they get advantage of business benefit arriving out of commercial policy and TVU access Tally. These are all advantage for partners. Now we will go to TVU impact policy and processes. The TVU licensing policy objective. What is the objective we are chasing? To clear state guidelines for TVU usage by existing customer already on RDP environment, correct? As per our database, 1.8 million customers, 18 lakh customers, in which 100,000 or 150,000 customers already on RDP, for which either Tally partner would have helped or some IT person would have helped. So however, they are already on RDP. So remaining may awareness is not there. Now onward, you people can confidently go ahead and you can talk about virtualization and you can help them in creating such environment for customer based on the requirement. So existing customer not operating on virtual but interested to go, yes, it's also possible. New customer, while buying Tally itself, customer says that I want to use Tally on remotely. I don't want to go with multiple license. Yes, this also we can fulfill. To provide guidelines on simple and most commercial viable options such customers under current circumstance. To clear define TVU sales process for existing new customer. This is the major work we are going to do in the month of July. Correct? You need to ensure that you will contact all your customers. Correct? So that we are going to discuss. To provide Tally partner with a clear set guidelines on usage of Tally in a TVU environment, and to provide guidelines on the customer support, Tally Care, Tally partner and Tally Care. Those are all the objective we are chasing. What is TVU policy? TVU policy is simple, authorize and support virtual usage of Tally through Tally Virtual User Pack. Simple. Okay, from this webinar, only this line, if you understand, it is very clear. We are just authorizing. Till today it is free. We are just authorizing and also we are supporting virtual user of usage of Tally through a commercial framework that is called Tally Virtual User Pack. Okay, it is not a separate SKU kind of a thing, Tally single user, multi-user. It's not like that. It's just a change in the licensing policy. To access remotely, virtually, you need to be under commercial. If Tally is being used in virtual environment for every instance, customer will require a valid TVU. This is the interesting part. For a single user, 1 free. For multi-user, default 10 free. And if TS9 customer, 20 free. It's nothing but they need not to invest. If a multi-user is there, they need not to buy up to 10, correct? More than 10 if they require, they need to buy. For example, I have 12 users outside the office, they want to access my single company data. Then the customer, I have to buy only 2 TVU pack. Why? Because as a multi-user, Tally is giving 10 free. Only 2 I have to buy, then 10 is free. Okay, if I'm a Tally Server 9 customer, then I will get 30. Why? Because multi-user customers only can buy Tally Server 9. 20 plus 10, 30. Next one is, another one is if customer have if customer has multiple licenses, correct? Maybe for synchronization purpose, they would have bought 4 single user, 1 multi-user, or 4 single user and 2 multi-user, correct? Different branch. In that scenario, if they want to centralize, they can surrender all silver and 1 multi-user. They can keep only 1 multi-user, extra multi-user and 4 silver they can surrender. What benefit they are going to get by surrendering? Surrendering word is similar to upgrade. It's nothing but I'm upgrading single user license to 1 TBU pack, Tally will provide 1 TBU pack for single user and 10 TBU pack for multi-user for 12 months only. After the 12 months, based on their requirement, they have to buy. Additional TBU, this is the price, this is the end user price. Your margin is included in this. Those things we'll discuss in future slides. Applicability, for whom it is applicable, when this new policy will applicable from 1st July 2020. So from 1st July onwards, the new policy will be rolled out. The policy shall apply on all existing customers already working in a virtual environment as on 30th June. Nothing but people who go to RDP or virtual environment as on 30th June will be considered as existing user of RDP. Okay, even though they are using Tally but not on virtual, they will be considered as new to RDP. Okay, this is for the first point is with regard to existing RDP user. All existing new customer who are not on virtual and would like to shift to virtual environment, for them we are considered them as a new to RDP. Correct? 30th June is the last date. If somebody is coming under this bracket, then what is the advantage for them? Those things we'll discuss. The last point is whoever using in a LAN, there is no impact for them. Usage, this we already discussed. Single user, currently also 1, going forward is also 1. Gold, currently it is $9.99. From new licensing policy, it is 10. Tally Server 9, currently it is 0. And going forward from the new licensing policy, it is 20. Commercial, it is in Indian rupees and SARC and other international region 7.5 per user per month. Okay, it's nothing but in international market it is $90 per user per annum. Okay, so it means that $7.5 per user per month, billed annually. Okay, these things are repeated in future slides as well. Impact, there are 2 slides which is very important. Please give more attention. There are type of customer. Customer 1 already in a virtual environment. Right, as I told you already, 150,000 customers are using Tally on virtual environment. For them, what happens? No commercial impact till 31st March 2021. Okay, so we are not going to do any commercial transaction till 31st March 2021. Next year, 2021 March, we are not going to do any commercial transaction. Existing free entitlement will continue till 31st July. For example, new licensing policy, I told you multi-user is 10. Currently, as a existing RDP user, I am using 25. Correct? So what happens? The cutoff is for 30th June to consider whether I am an existing RDP user or not. Right? So I know as well as my partner knows that I am using in a 25 locations. Then as a partner will explain the policy detail and provide required assistance before 31st July to avail unlimited free TVU. So partner will reach to me and he will say, sir, there is a new change in the licensing policy. As you are using Tally virtually for 25 users, so Tally is defaulting to 10. Okay, if you submit request saying that I want 25, then Tally will allow you to continue using 25 free of cost till March 21. After that you have to buy 15. Why? Because 10 is free even after March 21. Only 15 you have to buy. If they don't opt, for example, 31st July is the last to inform saying that I want 25. If they don't, for example, you try to reach customer, could not. Customer tried to reach you, could not. Possible. From 1st August, if they don't opt, it will become default 11020. In the scenario of 25, those 15 user cannot open Tally remotely. Okay, it will be shown message saying that exceeded maximum usage of TV. Resolution will show saying that it will not allow more than 10. So what they supposed to do, immediately they will reach to Tally Care or they will reach to Tally Partner. Then again they will add 15 more. Then they can continue using till 31st March 2020. So if needed more, they will go to portal. You need not to reach to partner also, Tally Care also. If they are aware of it, they will go to their portal in the portal, they have to just specify saying that I want 25. Once they submit, it's an auto approval. It's an auto approval. Then partner also need not to act on it, anything. So no action is required. It is auto approval. They can continue using 25 till March 21. Post entitlement of March 1/10/20 is for silver, gold and TS9. Free of cost of lifetime of Tally ERP9 license only. This is very important. After Tally ERP9, if new product comes, if they are upgrading to new product, this free entitlement will not be there. They can use RDP. They will be on, or they can continue be in the virtual environment. But the free entitlement won't be there from the new product. That is the availability of lifetime of Tally ERP9. If they would like to continue using Tally ERP9, even though new product has launched by Tally, yes, they can continue using the 1/10/20. Correct? There are many customers still they are using 6.3, 7.2, Tally 9. They are using it. So if somebody would like to continue using it, fine. They can continue with the default one, or they have to buy additional TVU pack. Correct? Only for upgrading to new product, this won't be applicable. After post entitlement, $7.5 per user per month, billed annually. Next type of customer is customer not in virtual environment but interested. Is nothing but another set of customers. Maybe more customers are fall under this actually. They are not aware of there is a facility provided, or it is under licensing policy by Tally. Correct? That also they are not aware. If you reach to them saying that, sir, now you can use the Tally on virtual, Tally is approving. In that scenario, if somebody show interest, no impact till the customer decide to move to the virtual environment. We are not giving the benefit for whom we have given for already RDP users. Here, no impact till he moved to virtual environment. Assume that once he moved, for example, if he moved in the month of July or August, then till 30th September, unlimited TVU packs he can use it. Unlimited. Similarly like here. But here till 31st, but new to RDP, they can enjoy the benefit till 30th of September 2020. That is unlimited. What happens after that? It's nothing but I have not opted. I know there is a new licensing policy, even though I did not opt, but I would like to opt in the month of October or November. Then 1 month unlimited. Correct? Difference between these two is if somebody opts in July, August, September, 3 months. If somebody opts in this August, 2 months. If they don't opt by 30th September, October onwards, they'll get maximum of 30 days free only. That too till March 21. April onwards, there is no free trial. They had to buy and they had to use. Okay, this is what the policy is. And even after this post entitlement of either 2 months, 3 months or 30 day, 1/10/20 will continue because they are also our legal customer, single user, multi-user or server 9. For them also default will be same like existing RDP. Additional, same. It is 7.5 per user per month billed annual. Type of 3. So if a new customer, he is buying Tally after July. Customer will have an option to ask free entitlement day 1. Day 1 itself he can ask because he's a new customer. For him only 3 months. If trial is not availed, same concept of non-RDP. Even after September, 30 day he can use up to March. He has a time till March. Nothing but March 1st if he opt, March 31st last. Any period between October to March, 1 month he can use. Post which 1/10/20. Additional, simple. This is also very simple. If you understand the second one, third one is damn easy. The fourth one is whoever upgrade. Upgrade is nothing but replacing of single or multi-user. They'll get 1 for single for 12 months, 10 for multi-user for 12 months, 1 year. After that, on chargeable basis. If customer he will not come to know about this at all, then 1/10/20 will continue. We are already defaulting from July 1st onwards. Customer will come to know if he try for 11. If he is not reaching us, not to worry, he will continue using the default. Okay. Now, I have taken 2 case studies. One is simple, another one is bit complex. If you understand complex clearly, then simple and few other use cases will be very easy. I have taken only 2 here. There are 10 which we are going to send it to you as a part of the document. Here, MetaTraders, a small trading firm, they have appointed an accountant called Vijay to take care of finance. The Vijay only person who will operate in Tally, and Meta wants Vijay to access data within the office. Correct? In this scenario, what as a Tally partner you suggest? Obviously, he need only single user. He doesn't require TVU as well as it doesn't require any remote. Why? Because only accountant is working within the premises in a one computer. Even if they require TVU also, one is anyhow default free, remotely they can access it. However, TVU is not required. The case 2, the Galaxy Trading LLC has head office at Dubai and branch in Abu Dhabi, Ajman. Correct? Total, there are 6 users at each location, total 18. They need consolidated data of all branch and head office for filing return. Correct? So as a Tally partner, what is the best for the customer? So there are 2 options. Currently, they need to have 3 multi-user license which cost 21,060 plus tax and TSS valid, and which will cost you 16,848. TSS valid for 5 years we are taken. End of 5 years, what is the cost? 16,848 for 4 years TSS renewal. First year is free, as you know. And 3 multi-user, total 37,908 plus tax is going to spend. It's in dirham. Instead of that, in current scenario which we are proposing, new licensing policy, he can go ahead with 1 multi-user, which is 7020, and 2 TVU pack only. Why? Because as you know, here 6 users at each location, in the sense in one location 6 users are on local area network, they don't require TVU. Other 2 locations they are having 6, nothing but 12. Correct? As multi-user, you will by default you will get 10. Correct? So RDP usage is 10 is free, only 2 is remaining. You will buy 2 TVU pack, put together 15,936, 7020. Product value 5616 is for 4 years of TSS renewal and 3,300 dirham for 660 into 5. Okay, this is the difference between the existing and newly proposed licensing policy. Next, transition. This is repeated one. Any questions, please ask me. Nothing but existing customer till 31st March. It is free. They have to opt. If it is a new to RDP, 30th September is last. If not opted, 1 month. The same thing is repeated. This is 3 kind of customers will come with regard to transition. 11020 is the default one we are proposing. There is no much here. It's already discussed to this new licensing policy. This also we already discussed. By surrendering or upgrading 1 extra license, they'll get 1 free, 10 for multi. Others will understand. If you see, if customer has 3 gold and 3 silver under the same account, then customer can choose any 1 gold license and the remaining 2 he can surrender. Remaining 2 gold and 3 silver he can surrender. Total he will get 23 for 12 months. Next year onwards, he has to buy the additional one. Is that clear? So by default 10 he will get, 23 is enjoying. Next year onwards, if he need 13, then 13 he has to pay. Based on the needs, he can buy whatever number he wants to. And with regard to TS9, if anybody has TS9 with multiple licenses, single and multi, you can see here, one account has silver as well as multiple gold. So as we said, TS9 license comes with 20 TVU pack, which can be assigned to other multi-user license within the same account. So Tally ERP9 has only TVU packs. It doesn't hold for TS9. Only you have to move those TS9 TVU pack to Tally ERP9. In that scenario, if I am having 2 license, based on my requirement, I will move 12 for 1 multi-user license. I will move 10 for 8 for another multi-user license. Then what happens? Already a multi-user has 10. Addition you are having 12. So 22 user can access this license remotely. Simple. Where it is not possible, you may having different email ID, different account ID. If you try to move, it will not allow, because Tally cannot validate whether it is a same customer or different customer. So if customer wants to bring it under one account, yes, it is possible. Either you have to change the account ID to bring all the license under one account, then you can move TS9 license to other gold. All these can be done by the customer from their portal itself. Can I move TS9 license to silver? Not possible. Why? Because silver we are not allowing more than one. TBU management of TS9. So here case 1 is a scenario we have taken. If customer has moved the TBU to serial number 2, nothing but he is having two serial number 2 he has moved it. What will happen if the serial number 2 has been moved to another account later? Correct, serial number multi-user license you move, and if that license itself is moving, means what happens? While changing, it will ask you, a resolution comes, there is a free TBU with this pack. If you move, those free TBU pack will be moved back to TS9. By accepting, then only it is possible to move. Simple. With the same, another different question is, I have moved few TBU of TS9 to one serial number. What if TS9 itself is moving to different account? If TS9 is moving, whatever free entitlement was with serial number 2 will back to TS9. That's what it says. And the fourth one is simple. In case if customer wants to move TS9 to different account, all complete TS9 20 pack will be moved to different account. The fourth one is, can I assign the serial number, can I assign TBU pack to multiple serial number? Yes, it is possible. If you have a 3 multi-user, you can assign 8, 10, 2, however you want, you can assign the 20. Okay, customer engagement, interaction and sales pitch. You may find 3 type of customer: existing, the non-user of RDP, and new customer. Expectation. So what is the expectation from customer? Customer expect is current work should not stop, and have already invested in RDP setup. Why should I go for TBU as something is already working? Do not want to spend now. Due to COVID-19, I do not want to spend any. What is there for me? What is the advantage for me so that I will invest on this? So before you talk to that customer, you need to analyze few about his business type, revenue, everything, correct? Whether he is into the segment of where growing segment or is a low growth segment due to COVID-19. Those things you need to analyze. Tally uses, how they are using. Do they require multi-location operation? Otherwise, by selling TS9, is there any benefit? Why? Because if anybody buys TS9, 20 TBU pack plus 10 is default for lifetime. Is this the best solution to suggest? Okay, whatever. Currently, they may be in a situation where multi-location synchronization they are doing. Every year they are spending for PSS. By suggesting this, if it is benefiting, those things you need to be ready before talking to customer. And you can also talk about if they are into different environment, you can also suggest that it can be used on cloud also now. So based on the requirement, these things you can suggest. And what is the pitch we are going to use? We'll say that Tally is going to authorize and protect users' serial number and data, and we ensure that there won't be any misuse of the license and data. And default 110 and 20. Beyond that, you need to pay $7.5 per user per month. But it's billed annually. So we'll say we understand the current difficulty, hence we are not doing any commercial transaction with you immediately. So license change done now and authorization of usage. We are doing the licensing because of we want to authorize that user. No commercial impact, just configure the number of user sessions you require. Whatever number you say existing customer RDP, we will give. Okay, pay only after 31st March. Okay, we are giving enough time for customers to think about it. But even you need enough time to internalize this, to convince someone, correct? So they may see when you approach this, they may come up with saying that I moved to RDP because of your performance issue, and they may say that your TDL was working damn slow, hence I moved to RDP. And in this scenario, we need to get in touch with our Tally Care experts and to address that first. We have to address their current issue to propose the new licensing policy. And also, we should not make them feel that it is imposed. We have to be very sensitive about customers' problem. And the TBU as a need we have to pitch, not oversell. And Another one is, this is with regard to existing customer not on RDP. New, this is very easy to approach because for them everything is new. If somebody is asked, can I use Tally on remotely? Then in quotation itself you mention everything. Yes, for the license this is the cost. For cloud per month or per annum this is the cost. And for server client architecture, this is one-time investment, this is the cost, or service charge. Everything you mentioned initially, so that customer will be clear. Either I will go ahead with on-premises license, or I want access remotely, centrally. Then I will pay more. Simple. That customer will decide. For new customer or a new to RDP customer, it's not a challenge. And also for a new, we have a story 30th September you can avail. After that 1 month. So after 1 month you have to do the commercial. Only from new to RDP and new customer you can do commercial after 30th September. Roles and responsibility of TVU partner. We have divided partners into two brackets. One TVU priority partner, another is TVU referral partner. The objective is to identify and help customer explaining and buy-in for virtual environment and set the right expectation. So identify the responsibility roles is identify need of customer required by understanding their business scenario. They may be using in a different scenario, but you suggest them, sir, this is the best way to use. There are applications, virtual application, which will comes with free of cost, nothing but 10 days, 15 days free, it will come. Once the customer is experienced that new environment, definitely they'll go for it. There are applications, please talk to service providers. There are applications which will come default trial, use the trial. After that, you can sell that environment. Engage and convince are part of adoption virtual environment customers. Deploy trial run with the help of TVU priority partner. Whoever customer is needed, you just need to inform customer to avail or opt TVU pack from their portal. Then automatically system will assign to a TVU priority partner who will deploy the environment, and you will eligible for backend commission. This is what licensing policy is altogether. The criteria, we identify a few partners for TVU priority. Those are, as we are not, as Tally is also not completely understanding of this network, cloud deployment in a different scenario. This is also new for us. In the first phase, this is the phase 1. In the phase 1, we have selected few partners for TVU deployment. In the phase 2, we are planning to come in the month of October. By phase 2, we may add few more partners also based on their skill. The skills expected by Tally for virtual environment implementations are these. So should know about hardware networking and cloud concept and security management and allowing this application virtualization, application deployment, storage and bandwidth management of data centers. All these knowledge, whoever is having, they can opt to become a TVU priority partner. What are the advantage of becoming a TVU priority partner? That also we will discuss. Finally, we are going to onboard all such partners in coming months. And current criteria of selecting is significant number of RDP customers. The partner who has done significant number of RDP customers and plus sufficient knowledge and experience handling this virtual environment in the past, and dedicated resources who take care of such requests and manage. For them, we have identified and we have made them as a TVU priority partner. So all referral partners are going to be under them. For example, one of your customer is interested to go for a cloud environment. Then the lead will go to them. They will create the environment and they will bill. You will get backend commission. However, the customer LCP, or that last commercial partner, is with you only. Why? Because you are a customer, you have sold the license, you have renewed their TSS. Only TVU environment, he is going to deploy the environment. However, the customer is with you only. Nowhere in our system, when the license is searched, the TVU partner details will not show. So currently, when we search the serial number, it shows who is the last commercial partner. It could be multiple commercial partner, but it will not show a TVU priority partner. TVU priority partner only for the virtual environment purpose, which is internally tagged. Any questions till here? Please ask me. So we'll move to next slide, which is sales process. If it is an existing customer has to log into portal. You are going to guide them saying that, sir, if you are interested, log in here and you need to specify number of TVU pack you would like to buy. In that scenario, it says last commercial partner. Last commercial partner, as I already told you, single user license or multi-user license, you would have sold, TSS renewed or upgrade you have done. Partner, if LCP is not a priority partner, customer will have an option to change the priority partner during implementation. Only for the purpose of TVU, if they need, they can change it. Okay. So even if it is showing LCP as your name and internally you have been mapped to one of the TVU priority partner, and the lead will be the service lead. It's called a service lead. It will be assigned to the TVU priority partner internally, and the trial, everything will be executed automatically. By 31st continue they can using, and if not opted by 30th September for existing non-RDP customer can opt by 30th September, which is same for 30 days of trial, post which service lead will be generated and assigned to LCP or the partner whom they chosen. Correct? So customer have option to change LCP if required. Otherwise, they can go ahead with the current LCP. If LCP is not a priority, then the lead will be assigned to tagged priority. This is what I was talking. If LCP is not a priority, then it will be assigned to service lead will be assigned to tagged priority partner. Partner will have an option to update the status. These are all the type of status for a service lead, and the partner will be able to place order from the lead itself. After that, number of quantity he is going to confirm. This is post, all these we are discussing post trial, and later it will be remain as process as TSS. And if it is a, this is for existing, and this is for gold and silver partner who is a referral partner. Partner sells Tally Airplane install and activate license. Partner will close Tally Airplane lead with the serial number, and while closing there is an option to select opportunity of TVU. Customer will have an option to ask free TVU trial till 30th. This is for the new customer, and if not opted, October to March they have a time. Service lead will be generated and given to priority, and priority partner will fulfill the requirement and order for TVU. Partner will select quantity, submit, and it will be, process will be completed. If it is a AP, affiliate partner, it's also same. They will activate license. While filling TCRF, they'll get an opportunity that yes, this customer required TVU or virtual implementation. Then that lead will go to priority, and they will fulfill that. After that, the same process is same here. Validity, free trial, everything is same. There's no much difference between new customer from affiliate or gold or silver. And new concept we are bringing is wallet. Wallet is nothing but if unused months. For example, wallet has been introduced to facilitate credit unused period of TVU. If customer company wish to surrender the TVU after purchase, because the requirement is not there. For example, I purchased 15 TVU, but I don't have requirement of 3. Then you can surrender the 3, and that credit you can use it for future transactions. Precisely means customer need not to bother about unused TVU due to a decrease in the number of usage. The balance month can be adjusted against future transaction. So wallet credit can be used for TVU only, not for any other commercial transaction. The scenario is a customer has gold license and they purchase 2 TVU pack in the month of May that get expired in May 2021. In this, the difference between is in the TVU, which month you purchase, next year same month it will get expired. It's not like TSS. TSS means May, if you are renewing, it will get expired on April end. So here, which month you purchase, same month next year it is going to expire. Assume that 2 additional TVU you purchased, it's going to expire in the month of May. But in the month of December, he decided that he is going to surrender 1 TVU. The system shows 5 months of credit in wallet. Why? Because he used till December, and later he is going to surrender in the month of December. 5 months credit is available. What he can do with that 5 months credit? So option 1 is customer can utilize that 5 months credit for the existing TVU pack and renew, which will work till October. It is also, the first one is also going to expire in May. As he renewed 5, it will extend till October. Otherwise, they can go ahead and renew for 1 year, then only 7 months he is going to pay. Remaining 5 months it will be reduced from the credit, utilizing the credit. So simple one, either commercial or you can without commercial. The 3B is a commercial with specific months he is going to pay. The scenario 2 is customer A has 1 gold license, 1 silver license. They purchase 5 TBU in the month of May and expires all in the month of May itself. Assume that customer upgrade 1 silver to 12 month. Then now the system will add the TBU which is going to add in the month of May, consuming 10 months. Why? Because in TBU all the TBUs will expire on same month based on the primary purchase. Correct? In this scenario, in the month of July I surrendered, then instead of 12 months I am getting only 10 months. Why? Because earlier one and the free TBU of 1 year one also get expired in same month. Then 2 months will be in the wallet. It will not be lost, it will be in the wallet. In January, if customer decide to surrender 2 TBU, so that wallet will be 8 months. Why? Because 2 TBU into remaining 4 months, 8 months, 8 plus 2, then 10 months credit available. Correct? Total 10 month available. This can be used for future transaction. If customer decides to purchase or renew any 4 TBU, assume that, then 10 months will be adjusted against this order. Need to pay only for 2 months. Correct? In that scenario, 3 TBU he will pay $270, and only for 2 months he will pay $15. 15 plus 270, $285 he is going. It is simple. Automatic system will define when is the expiry, how much he has consumed. Those things system will calculate and tell. The last scenario, which is easy scenario, is 5 gold and 5 silver I have. So I want only 40 TBU pack. I'll keep 1 multi-user, 4 gold and 5 silver I am going to upgrade to TBU pack. Then total I am eligible for 45. 4 into 10, 40, 5, 45. Then I can surrender 5 TBU which I don't require. 60 months is available. Licensing management on portal. So when customer login, all the request and the lead will be created from customer portal, not from the partner. So all the request has to be come from customer portal. Customer has to log in and they have to navigate to licensing management. Okay, this I will just show you. This is the portal. I'll go to account management, licensing management, and here it shows which license. When I click on this, then it shows. You can see here actually old URL we are still using. It's not, once it is live, for gold you will get 10 based on the earlier understanding they have set it to 5. Then it says here 10 is default. I have opted extra. Correct? Then it says when it is going to expire, who is the partner, those things it shows here. If they want to make changes, they can make changes. It says 22 is extra added and default is 5, it is showing when it is going to expire. And if they bought multiple, those things also it shows from the single screen. So what customer has to do to avail free, they need to log in here and they just need to click and they should say how many they want. If it is a RDP existing customer, unlimited, they can use it. So this is what we explained even here. Okay, our expectation from the partner is we are going to share TBU concept, sales process and FAQ document, and we are also planning to conduct one Q&A session. Maybe month end we are planning to conduct a Q&A session. We request you to go through all the documents, licensing policy document, everything, and you can come back to us with regard to any questionnaires in your mind, so that we will address that. We are planning to conduct, because understanding this may take time, hence soon we are going to, maybe end of day or tomorrow, we are going to share the document, go through that, and you people can come back, get in touch with the customers, and you can suggest them for this new licensing policy. Okay, it is our responsibility to reach to all the multi-user customers. Single user customers are not our prospect. Why? Because for them they are also using it. There are many customers are using in single user, but they are not our prospect. Multi-user customers are our prospect. In single user customer, even you don't need to tell them that there is a change in licensing policy. Why? Because there is no change for them. Enable your team members also on the licensing policy and reach to multi-user customers.